Hey everyone, welcome back to the Tomb Raider Crypt of Chronos playthrough. This is chapter 2 that we're going to be doing here. This is a new day and I've been making use of the save bag so that I can reset the game up. And works pretty well, but one thing that I did notice is that the plastic tokens are quite big, the resource tokens. So I've gone back to using the cardboard ones that come with the standard edition. Because if you have a lot of resources, trying to fit them all inside that little bag with your cards and stuff is a little bit difficult. So we've gone back to the cardboard resource tokens. We're using the standard tracker cubes just because they're actually cubes and it makes a bit more sense than gems. And also one more change in this game is we're going to be using the advanced enemy side of the cards. So this should be more interesting. So rather than having one card for all wildlife enemies, you've got one side for the wolf and one side for the snake. So that should be pretty fun. So for example, you can see for the wolf, it says while you are seen, the wolf moves 8 spaces, which is nuts. And the snake says, after they deal you damage, you can't use move during the next Lara phase. So that's pretty cool. This is the map we have laid out for chapter 2. You can see there is actually a snake over there and a wolf over there. So this should be pretty interesting. So let's have a quick look at the booklet. Chapter 2, Leafy Expedition. This island is shrouded in mystery. I need to delve deeper into its secrets and search for clues that might reveal the Chronos artifact's location. So here's the setup that we have. There are multiple doors in this one. You see there are 3 blue doors, 2 red doors, one of which is open and one is closed. So this entire right half of the board is essentially sealed off until I can get some of these doors open. So really, I'm going to need to be going up here to the red switch so I can open this door down here. Oh, that's supposed to be closed. Anyway, that's better. So that will open this door, but flipping this switch will open this door and close this one. And there is a reason I need to get into here. So for the objectives, it says defeat 2 enemies and then find 2 research cards on tile 15. You need to be standing on tile 15 and then use research to find at least 2 research cards. This will take more than 1 Lara phase because you can only do 1 research per phase. So by unlocking this door, we lock this door, which means we're going to have to use the blue switch to go all the way back inside here and press the red switch again to open this door. So a bit convoluted, but I think I've got a game plan sorted. So at the end of the last chapter, I had a lot of resources left over. So I'm probably going to use them to do something. Remember that I can craft weapons, outfits, and abilities over here. And then there's also bullets, health packs, and special dice, which are these dice, which you can use alongside your Lara dice. So I think probably weapon would be good because the dual pistols are kind of rubbish. And I feel like I'm going to need the extra firepower. So that takes 5 scrap and then or you can do 7 scrap to draw 2 and keep 1. So I have 4 scrap and 1 treasure, so that brings me up to 5 and I can take a weapon. So let's turn over the weapon card, see what we get. We get the M16, oh my. So this one has a much better range than the dual pistols. See if we compare it to the dual pistols, you can see it's got much more going on. Same number of bullets and it still does 1 per bullet, but yeah. Should be pretty useful, so let's equip this down here, get an ammo cube, and so we'll put this down on the number 4 slot because they come with full ammo, and so now I should be fairly well equipped. The only other thing I guess is my health is quite low, and you need 1 cloth and 1 oil to make a med kit, which I just so happen to have. So if we pay those to the bag, I can then heal myself up to 9. It's really important to stop yourself from going all the way down to 0, because if you do that, you lose one of your Lara dice permanently for the rest of the game. So ongoing chapters, I would only have 5 and then 4, 3, 2, 1. Once you get to 0, obviously, it's a full game over. But you really need those 6 dice, especially for the harder levels. So let's try and keep us alive, shall we? All right, let's make a start. So because the wolf is completely blocked off and he can't get to me in any shape or form, even if I make noise and alert the wolf, he won't be able to actually do anything. So I might as well just kill this snake. We don't want the snake to see us. And if I get anywhere, obviously, left or right of the snake, then I'm immediately seen. So I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to shoot him from the high ground. So let's use a couple of dice for movements. So we've got 2 and a sacrifice, so that would make 4. With a sacrifice, and I didn't really cover this in the first chapter, I can choose to sacrifice one of the event cards into the discard pile in order to turn this dice from the sacrifice side into a normal side. And there are pros and cons. It may get you out of a scrape, but also the faster your event deck empties, the quicker Natla are going to get onto you, because you get one of the Natla pins for every event, every time you clear the event deck. And the more Natla pins you have, the more likely the next level is going to be an invaded level, which is a lot stronger. So in this case anyway, it's not relevant because I only need to move 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And so from here, from the high ground, I can shoot down at the snake. Now, one thing to bear in mind about the high ground and low ground situation is enemies will take 1 more damage to kill from the high ground. So when we've got the snake here, it has 2 HP, and so I need to hit it for 3. So we have a few options. Dual pistols, you roll dice in pairs, so I would roll, potentially I could roll 4 dice just to make sure I kill the snake. The M16, you roll 1 at a time, so it's really up to me how I want to do it. The range isn't really necessary, so I feel like maybe we'd keep the M16 for when I need it. Let's roll 4 dice for the dual pistols. Okay, here we go. So we get 1, 2, 3, and a sacrifice, which is perfect because we only need to do 3 damage to kill the snake, and we have done exactly that. Right, goodbye, Mr. Snakey. You sit over there, and let's get something from the resource bag. Make sure to shake these up because I just put some stuff away in it. And we get a piece of cloth. Now, obviously, using my gun means I have made some noise, so I need to put the noise token underneath Lara. Now, the wolf isn't going to react to that because, like I said, the doors are closed. It has no route to the noise, so as per the rules, it will continue on as if I am hidden and there's no noise. But as soon as these doors open, he will start moving towards the noise. Not sure how that works. Maybe it's reverberation or something. Don't know. Right, we've spent all of our dice, so we move on to the enemy phase. We've obviously got one enemy over here, Mr. Wolf, and so he's just going to move as if I hadn't made noise because it can't really do anything. So the wolf has 4 movement. So he's going to go 1, and then 2, 3, and 4. He's going to sit on that wall over there. That's the last enemy on the board, so time to take an event card. And we have Rush. All enemies move and attack again. Wow, I mean, there are worse times to be getting that, I'll be honest with you. So Wolfie's going to continue moving. He's going to go 1, 2. He's hit a barrier, so he's going to rotate 90 degrees, then go 3, 4 onto the low ground. And that's all it can do. Can't attack, can't do anything, so yeah. Honestly, not that much of an issue, that. Okay, back to Lara. So I need to make my way over to the switch over there from this high ground. So let's just go, if we use 5 dice for movement, then that leaves 1 dice to press the switch. So if we just put these, so we've got 1, 2, 3, and then we have 3 sacrifices, which means we get a total of 7 movement and the option to sacrifice to get more movement. So let's see how much we need. So 1, 2 to the low ground, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we did 2 sacrifices, we could make it to the lever. So it's a case of whether we want to discard, 2 event cards to make it to the lever. Probably not. I've still got 1 dice left. So if we roll the last one die, I suppose, we might be able to get another movement. We do, which means we get 2, which goes 1, 2, onto the switch. Now obviously we're out of Lara dice, so we can't press the switch this time. But that's probably for the best, because if I press the switch and open the door, the wolf will start moving towards me, so there are worse things. Okay, so speaking of the wolf, it's his turn, so he's going to move 1, 2, then he's going to rotate and go 3, 4. So he's pretty close to me. And now for the event pendulum swing. Okay, that's unfortunate. So I can either rush it and take 3 damage, or duck and lose an event card. Honestly, don't really fancy taking the damage right now, so I'm just going to discard an event card. It was going to be a fire, So yeah, I'm not too upset about discarding that one. All right, so that makes it Lara's turn again. I can take all of my dice back, and first dice, I guess, I will use to press the red switch over there. So we can put that to one side and flip the red doors. So we can flip this one to a open position like that, and then this one would flip to a closed position like that. All right, so now we need to make a move. Now, obviously, the wolf is going to make a move to where I am as well, but needs must. So let's just run for it, you know. So I have 5 dice. Roll those. We get 1, 2, 3, and 2 sacrifices and a blank. So again, we can move 7 spaces. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down here. So could have done further, but I'm not willing to sacrifice just to move a bit faster. Right, Mr. Wolf. Now, Mr. Wolf is going to start making his way to the noise token over here. Because as per the rules, noise is on the board until an enemy reaches it, until you're seen, or I think until all enemies are dead or something like that. Sorry, the other one is if I make noise somewhere else, we'll move the noise. Which I will probably do when the wolf attacks me. But anyway, I've been heard and not seen, so the wolf will move 4 spaces. So it's going to try and make its way towards the noise, which is down to this red door down here. So he's going to rotate. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then he can't really go through here because he doesn't have enough movement. So he's going to rotate and end his turn there. All right, so we take an event card. Ooh, try and only take 1. Darts. I'm getting all of the attack cards at the moment. So I take 3 damage or lose 1 treasure. I do have 1 treasure. It's just not worth taking the damage, is it? So it is what it is. Sorry, treasure. Back in the bag you go. Just doing everything to avoid taking damage at this point. Okay, right. So we can start moving again. It's Lara's turn. We need to book it to the blue switch over there. I do need to take the wolf out, but I think as long as I keep a wide berth of him, he shouldn't be able to do anything. So I'm going to roll... Let's roll 4 dice for now. So we get 1, 2, 3, which is great. So 7 altogether, including the number of dice I rolled. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I think we'll end our turn there. I think it's likely that the wolf will be able to see me. It might have been a smarter choice to go here, because I'm not sure the wolf would be able to see me if I go there on this next turn, but we'll see. To be fair though, we still have 2 dice, so we don't have to end our turn here. We can keep moving. And I think I'm going to do that, because then I can get completely out of his line of sight. So if we take the 2 dice, we get 1 and a sacrifice, so we can move 3 spaces. If I just go 1, 2, 3, that may be enough to save me. Let's see, so it's the wolf's turn. He's still moving towards the noise token, remember, so he's going to rotate and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's as far as he can go. Now, in terms of his line of sight, he is going to be looking in this direction down here, so he's not going to be able to see me. Perfect. All right, what do you have in store for me today, event card? All enemies move and attack again. Really? Oh, here we go. So he's going to go 1. He's still moving towards the noise token, so he's going to go 2, 3, 4. Now, funnily enough, because of how line of sight works, he still can't see me, so I am safe for now. Good thing I moved, eh? All right, perfect. Let's take our dice. Need to get up to the blue switch, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. So historically, we've managed to get 7 with 4 dice, so let's see if we can keep doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 8. Even better. So we'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 onto the switch up there. Then we'll use 1 more to press the switch. And by doing that, we are able to turn over all of these blue doors. That's this one here, and also this one up here. Which is nice for Mr. Wolf because he's just had these doors open, giving him a straight line to the noise, which is also good for me because it means that he's completely distracted and he's not gonna come anywhere near me. Right, we've got 1 dice left and I'm in no rush, so I think I'm gonna do a search, see if I can get myself some stuff. We did, so let's get something from the bag, and we get 1 cloth. All right, it's the wolf's turn, so he is going to keep moving towards noise. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's where he ends his turn. Now for the event, we get 2 resources removed from the event deck after use. Okay, cool. So this is a similar one to we had in the last game. So I'll put this one to one side. Remember, it doesn't go in the discard pile. It's going to be removed from the game. And I'm going to take 2 resources. If I could just take 2 from the bag. Here we are, oil and cloth. Getting lots of cloth, I guess I'll be able to make myself an outfit. All right, Lara's turn again. So remember, we need to make our way down here, but the door is closed. So we're going to have to move back this way to get the red switch. Shouldn't be too difficult. We can just kind of climb over this high ground over here and avoid the wolf. So let's do 5 dice. That'll leave us 1 dice to actually press the switch. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 5, which is 13. That's a really, really good roll. That might be the best roll I've ever done. All right, so we can use 2 to get up here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get down, 8, 9, 10 to get to the switch. We got 3 left over. We didn't even need them. And then we use the last Lara dice to flip the red switch, which closes this red door down here, but crucially opens this red door over here, so we can finally make our way there. Now, if you remember, one of the objectives was to defeat 2 enemies, and we've only done 1 so far, so I am going to have to take this wolf out at some point. I can't just let him get away forever. But I'm sure he's going to make his way to me eventually. Let's get him moving, shall we? So he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's right next to the noise token now. And now for the event. This might spawn something new anyway, so we'll see. Yes. Enemy spawns, and it's one of the protector guys, right? So if we take the enemy dice, roll that, we roll a 6. And if we look at their card, 6 is an archer. This guy from the box. And number 6 is here. So that actually could not have been scripted any better. Worse for me, but that sadly means that the archer immediately spawns and sees me. Oh boy. So we flip this token over. I've now been seen. This isn't good, but I have to take him out anyway, so we can remove the noise token from the board because I've been seen. The wolf now knows that I've been seen over there. I guess the archer goes, "Oi, what are you doing?" or something. He probably doesn't speak like that. Okay, so it's Lara's turn. I have 6 dice in which to dispatch this here archer. Obviously, I've got 2 different weapons, and I'm not sure which would be better to shoot it with, to be honest. The M16's good for range if I want to be doing a spread shot around me, but it's not so useful for actually doing hard damage. If we look at the archer, he has 4 HP, so I do need to, do some work on that. With the archer as well, it does say they can attack any space within their line of sight, so from here, he would be able to actually attack me. Which would be quite uncomfortable. But we're not taking any chances, so I think we're going to attack him with the dual pistols. I'm going to use 4 attack dice over here. Hopefully we can make 4 damage out of this. 1, 2, and 2 sacrifices. So now the choice is, do I sacrifice a card from the event deck, or do I sacrifice ammo from the pistols? I guess I could do a bit of both. So if I take 1 ammo from the pistol, that brings us up to 3 damage. And if I sacrifice 1 event card, which was... oh no, it was a really good one. Oh well, it is what it is. So I guess that does 4 damage. And we can take out the archer guy. I completely messed up here. Obviously the archer is outside of my range because I can only fire up to 2 spaces in front of me. So I needed to move first and then shoot the archer. Not sure how I missed that. So take something from the bag for defeating the archer, and we get a treasure times 3. That's awesome. So that will count as free of any treasure. Pretty cool. It is a shame to lose this event card. It is get 1 special dice and then remove from the event deck after use. But because I discarded it, it sits in the discard pile because it wasn't used, right? So at least it can come around eventually. Okay, so we've dispatched the archer. Obviously the wolf is still there, but crucially we have actually defeated 2 enemies in this game, which means that as long as we can go down here and do our research, we will be able to, finish the game. So let's make a move, shall we? Still have 2 Lara dice left, so I can use those to just move. Let's see, we get... wow, really rubbish roll. This is in stark contrast to the last one, but we're going to go 1, 2 over here. and just keep running from the wolf. Speaking of, it is his turn, so he now needs to make his way to me. I have been seen, if you remember, so he's going to close the gap. He can move 8 spaces. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he is looking right at me. So obviously the wolf only has a range of 1, so I'm safe in my current position, but if he uses another, like if I don't make it more than 8 spaces away in the next turn, I'm going to be in trouble. Okay, so it's the event time. What do we have here? We have remove from the event deck after use +5 ammo. Wow, okay. I don't really need +5 ammo. Do I want to use this right now? I'm only missing 2 bullets right now, so using this currently to get the +5 ammo isn't really going to help me, so I'm going to choose to just discard it instead, and that way it won't get removed from the game, and I can come back to it when I might need it. Okay, so it's my turn. I need to run, and I'm just going to use all 6 to run. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 sacrifices. So that's a total of 8 moves, which, like I said, will be more than enough to escape the wolf. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're down here. Wolf's over there. He still needs to make his way to me. All right, Mr. Wolf, so you have 8 movement. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you see, still very close to me, but not enough to do any damage. The event card says, take 1 weapon, outfit, or ability. Remove from the event deck after use. Very interesting, this one. I think I will take this. I don't really need a second weapon right now because I have 2. Obviously, I am missing an outfit, but I also have a bunch of cloth, so I can weave myself one. I think an ability would be interesting, so that's what we're going to go with. So let's go over here to the crafting bench. We're going to take 1 ability card, Dismantle. You may swap 2 resources for random new ones. So that's for every dice that I roll. Interesting, okay. So we'll put that on the Lara board. And yeah, this may come in handy, especially if I need to change some resources for some different ones. Cool, right, so that one goes off to the side after redeeming that. Pretty cool. And that is the end of the event. So it's my turn. I still need to move and defend myself against the wolf. Now remember, the wolf, he's going to move 8. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's going to end up here. So if I can make my way here, I should be able to shoot him back and kill him before he can get to me. And I'll be lined up just where I need to be. So I need to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's take 4 Lara dice. Roll those. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's sacrifice 1 event card. So we sacrifice an enemy spawn. I can live with that. That brings us up to 7. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just sitting here waiting for the wolf. Which also means we can use the 2 remaining dice to research, because that's one of the things we need to do in this turn, right? So we roll 2 Lara dice and we get nothing. Absolutely nothing. I guess I could sacrifice another card, or I could use my research from before, right? Add 2 successes to a roll. If I do this, then I get myself +1 research. So that could be the way to do this. Let's do that. Why not? So you go in the discard pile. So this turns into 2 successes, whichever side that is. There it is. 2 successes, which means I can take 1 more research card. So a soul for a soul, if you will. Dodge a trap. See the future? Very good. Okay, that's the end of the Lara phase. So let's move over to Mr. Wolfie, reporting live from the studio. Right, so you have 8 movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just as predicted, we are face to face, but he can't attack me. All right, now for the event card, and it is a trap. Would you look at that? So I either take 2 damage, or I lose 1 oil and 1 event card, or I could just use the research. Dodge a trap. Look at that. Making use of all the mechanics. All right, now it's Lara's turn. I need to kill this wolf, right? So the wolf has, where are we looking? 4 HP. So I need to do a bunch of damage. I think I'm going to use the M16 just to make sure that he dies. So let's go with 3, and we'll see if we can get 4. Wow, we really did not. So I get 1, And I could use free ammo to kill it, I guess, because otherwise I have to re-roll all of my dice. I think we just use the ammo. We just take the L, right? So 1, 2, 3. That puts me down to just 1 bullet left on the M16. But by doing so, we were able to eliminate Mr. Wolfie. It was a valiant effort. Good job, buddy. Right, let's take a prize from the bag. We've got some oil. And now we can skip the enemy turn because there are no enemies on the board, but that does mean we need to draw 2 event cards. So event number 1 is spawn a dinosaur. Let's see what dino we have today. It's 4, and a 4 is a Dilophosaurus. Where are you? You're over here. Is Dilophosaurus, and he spawns over here. And then event card number 2 is special, get 1 special dice. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna need it for this game. So let's not worry about that. Okay, so in terms of how seen and hidden works, so remember I'm still seen here. If there are no enemies on the board at the end of the event phase, then I can go back to hidden. But because the Dilophosaurus spawned during the event phase, I am not hidden. But it is, however, my turn, so now I can get rolling. I realise I didn't actually use all my dice on the previous turn. But that's fine, it is whatever. So we still need to do more research, right? So let's roll 2 dice. Hopefully we can get a 1 at least. Yeah, we actually got 3, which is perfect. So we can just take the research. So we go straight from here. And we get time phase. You can turn hidden. Wow, that would be really useful. I'm not sure I need it right now though. I'm gonna stay where I am for now. And so all I need to do now is run because we've killed 2 creatures. And we have, well, we killed 3 creatures actually over there. And we have researched 2 cards. So we just need to get to the exit. So time to book it. Roll my remaining 4 Lara dice and we get 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 4. So we get 8 in total. I don't think that's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're on the switch. You know what would be quite funny would be to shut the door because then the dinosaur can't get to me. But unfortunately I've run out of dice, so I can't do that this turn. All right, Dilophosaurus' turn. So let's look at your cards, shall we? So you've got 2 HP, 6 movement, 2 damage, and a range of 3. They can move through block spaces. Oh, well damn. That seems kind of OP, but it is what it is. So he moves 6, right? So he can just go, he could go through the block spaces if he wanted, but let's do it just for fun. 1, 2, 3, ha! 4, 5, 6. All right, there we go. Nowhere near me, so not really in danger. Right, last event of the chapter. Spawn a wildlife creature. So if we get the black dice, roll that. It's a 3, which means we are spawning a wolf. Welcome back, Wolfie. Twist of fate, the wolf spawns directly in front of me. Now, he is facing away from me, but that's... This is crazy. This is poetic. You couldn't make this up, right? Anyway, that's the end of the event phase. Now I just need to get out of here. I'm not too fussed about Mr. Wolf over here. And I can just pass through him for extra dice, right? You don't have to kill them. I'd get some stuff if I did, though. Tempting. I need to move 2 spaces to reach the exit. And I have 6 dice. I could be real cheeky and just roll 5 and try and kill the wolf. Could also do a melee attack because I am adjacent to it, right? But you only get 1 per success, so I'd need to get 4 successes out of 5 dice, which is possible. Would save on ammo, but if I don't kill it, then I've screwed up my whole turn, right? Ah, whatever. You only live once, right? Melee attack. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, we did it! We beat the wolf with a melee attack. I'm sorry, Wolfie. It was worth a try. All right, so we get 1 thing from the bag. We get another piece of cloth, which means we have 1 dice to move 2 spaces. So we just need this to be a success of some description. And it's not. Oh my lord. Okay, so we move 1 space. And so it's not the last turn. Oh dear. Right, dinosaur boy will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you can see, they are staring right at me. What's their range again? It's 3 spaces in front of them, right? 1, 2, 3. So I am just out of range of his like acid spit or whatever it is, gunk. Does mean I need to take 1 more event card though, and it's to spawn another dinosaur. Okay. All right. So we roll a 6, which is spawning another Dilophosaurus, and you place him over on here. Not really going to do any harm there. All right. So it's Lara's turn. I only really need 1 dice to get out because even if it's a failure, I will still be able to go. So I can choose to do some stuff before I leave. I think I'll probably do a search. I don't need to really do a research. I mean, I guess I could. Let's roll 1 dice for search and 4 for research. So that's my search. Sorry, that's my research. So I've got 2. So I get +1, which is awesome. We get forward time, skip event phase. All right, decent. And then I will use the remaining 4 to do a search. And I get absolutely nothing. All right, last dice, just roll that to get out. Doesn't matter that it was not a success because I still get to take 1 movement. And that takes me to the exit. We did it. God, that was surprisingly hard work. Right, back to the book. So we defeated 2 enemies and we found 2 research cards on tile 15. Our reward is 4 things from the resource bag. I discover an ancient scroll written in a foreign language. As I translate what little I can, it becomes clear that it's connected to the Chronos artifact. Its influence on time should aid me in reaching the tomb. Very cool. So let's take our 4 things from the bag. So we've got treasure, triple treasure, an oil, and a double treasure. Wow. What a pull. So I think we'll probably deck ourselves out before the next one to get ourselves all set up. I would like an outfit. So if we do 7 cloth, we can draw 2 and choose which one to keep. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4 of the cloth, right, plus the triple treasure, that counts as 7. I'll put them back in the bag so we can take 2 outfits and decide which one we want. So here are our options. We have the catsuit from Tomb Raider Chronicles, which means you ignore noise on weapons, which is super cool. And then the training gear says you may spend 1 resource to convert a failure into a success. Ooh, both tempting. But I think I quite like the catsuit because that means I can take out enemies without actually creating any noise whatsoever. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the catsuit. Let's put that in that place, and this one will just go in the bottom underneath these. Then I think we'll go for another ability. So abilities use oil. So if we use 3 oil and then a double treasure, that's 5, and we can take 1 of these, distract. So for every success, place a noise token up to 3 spaces away from you. It can be placed on a high or low space. It's interesting because it says for each success, but there can only be 1 noise token in the game. So I'm not sure how that would work. I guess you can maybe change your mind. But anyway, distract. I'm sure we'll make some use of that. And so we end with 3 for treasure, which I can't really do much with. So that'll do for now. Okay, that was chapter 2. That was pretty fun. Enjoyed that. Lots of interesting things with the advanced enemies. I found that much more entertaining than the standard side of enemies. So we're going to keep doing that side moving forward. We're nearly out. The event deck only has 2 cards in it, which means very shortly we're going to be getting our first Natla pins. So maybe we'll start getting invaded very soon. But that's all from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on chapter 3.